Hello, artists! So, for today, we are going to start to make our texture pop-out books, our explosion books. Our explosion books need 2 covers today. The theme for our explosion books are texture. Let me tell you a thing or two about texture before we get started. Texture is one of the elements of art, like shape, line, color, space, and value. Texture has a very important role in art. Some types of different textures that you may know are smooth, rough, hard, soft, bumpy, jagged, and so on. What is texture? Texture, by those words, you probably can figure that texture is the way something feels. In art, there are 2 different types of texture. There's actual texture. If you look at this sculpture by Mariette Oppenheim, you can see that the texture is soft, fluffy, furry. It's made of actual fur. If you were to actually touch this sculpture, you would be able to feel its texture. The second type of texture is implied texture. This art piece here by Chuck Close implies that this woman's hair is soft, that her skin is aged because she is older. But if we were to touch this art piece, which we wouldn't because we don't touch art, we respect art and we look at it nicely, but if we were to touch this, it would just feel smooth because what it has been put on is smooth. It's not actually fluffy, the hair, or we can't actually feel the wrinkles in the skin, but looking at it, we know what it would feel like. This texture is implied. So, for our texture book covers, you will need a glue stick and a pair of scissors, the baggie at your table with your name on it, and the 2 pieces of cardboard inside. I am going to show you on just one, but I would like you to do this today on both of your pieces of cardboard. And you will also find different objects inside that have different textures. You're going to start by gluing down your objects. So you're going to get out your glue stick. Don't need to twist it up too far and don't want to have it twisted down too little. Just a little peekaboo is just enough. And you are going to just start to fill your squares with the texture. Make sure to only glue down on the brown side, not the white side. The white side is a little too slippery. When you glue down your leaves, make sure that you glue the slippery side down. The slippery side is usually the darker side of the leaf. See how this side is lighter than this side? It is also less shiny, and when I put my fingers over it, I can feel the veins of the leaf standing up. Again, you're going to do this on both squares. I'm just showing you on one so you can get rocking. And I want to fill it up as much as I can. You can fill yours up even more. I could lay a string down here. I could overlap pieces by sticking them on top of each other. I'm going to put the glue stick cap on, and I'm going to make sure that anything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go, anything sticking out on the edge of my board, I'm gonna just trim off my scissor. And then you're gonna show me a quiet hand in the air, and I'm gonna come around and I'm going to spray one coat of glue over your cardboard in my box. So let me go do that real fast and I'll show you what you're going to do next. All right, I got my glue sprayed on there. You can see it a little bit. Be careful, it's super sticky. I'm then gonna grab tin foil that I'm gonna hand to you. You are gonna wanna make sure that your tin foil is shiny side, not dull side, shiny side down for this. Make sure it's nice and smooth in front of you. You're gonna take your textures, flip it over so white side is up. Make sure you have tin foil space all around. You're gonna gently push your cardboard down. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a back massage. Then I'm gonna just take my tin foil and I'm gonna fold it down close to the edge, just like I'm folding a present. Bend over my last edge. This doesn't have to look super pretty on the back because we're gonna end up covering it anyway with our paper on the inside. Flip it over. Now you're gonna take your fabulous fingertips and you are going to very carefully just kind of feel and massage your tin foil down. Be very careful not all to use your fingernails or it's gonna cut into your foil and rip it. All right, artists, when you have everything rubbed down as best as you can, and you can see your textures coming out through the foil, you are going to make sure to do your second piece. Make sure you have both done. You are going to put everything back into your bag. Any scraps you didn't use. Put these back in your toolboxes. And the next time you see me, your texture plate will be spray painted black, and we're gonna rub out using a new special tool that we haven't used yet in class to get silver popping back out from our foil. My artist, your insides of your book will look definitely different than mine. Yours will probably be more colorful and fun. But this is just a nice example to show you. This is definitely going to be our covers, and I cannot wait to see what you make. They're going to turn out so fantastic. Have fun, artists. This is your time now to ask questions if you have any.